going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, not for profit, for service.
Professional care with a smile. That will always be a guarantee at Encompass Healthcare. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or even weight loss treatments, our team is equipped to serve your needs. Our doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Make an appointment with our providers, Kendra Brown or Tori Cox, today. Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, Tennessee, right next to Chapman Tire.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
There's no job too big or too small for Gonzalez Lawn and Landscapes. Owner Chris Gonzalez works hard to make your commercial or residential properties one of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
Make your property rock and roll with services from GNS Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Cares has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website at southeastcares.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back here to X Sports Live, joined by Clint Brazier. Hayden Burke's about to join us here. The big fella, Dusty Kaiser, will make his way here shortly. And guys, we've had some exciting basketball here the last few days, and a lot of stuff going on. Got the region tournaments about to start here on Friday night.
Yeah, I hate it that I'm not going to get to call those two games. Summertown going to North Carolina in the morning, but I feel confident. The Lady Eagles for Summertown, I feel confident in them. Now the boys, they're going to have it to do. Going on the road, is it community? Is it
Cannon County?
Cannon County.
Cannon County.
I thought it was, the girls are great.
The girls are going to Cannon. Yeah, boys got Cannon County.
Going to Cannon County and as a 4 seed, and that's going to be tough. But I told them, I told Will, I said if they can just win, I'll be there the rest of the way. Yeah. But it was a really good district tournament at Mount Pleasant. It was. I'll be honest with you. I think Jeremy Jean's a really good coach, but I think that was the best coaching job I've seen him do. And it wasn't that I think he haven't talked to him. Yeah. But if you notice, Summertown really didn't fix anything offensively. Right. Because I don't know that you can against Loretta, but they fixed things defensively. Yeah. If you go back and watch that game, they changed their defense about every trip down the court and throw something new at them. Anywhere from a box and one. Yeah. To a 2-3 zone, to a 3-2 zone, to a half-court man, to a full-court man. And they were just throwing something new every time for Loretta. And Loretta still almost pulled out to win. Yeah. And I mean, but I thought that was one of the best coaching jobs. Used the timeouts just perfectly. Credit Abby Jo Schaefer, Ella Busby. Gabby Long had a rough scoring night, but she hit, I think she was 6 of 6 from free throws at the end to put it away. Nice the game. And big shout out. And it just shows that Loretta Summertown rivalry that's been the district championship for the last 9 years, I think, can go either way. It doesn't matter what the regular season happens.
Yeah, and a lot of times they end up in the region championship, and that could happen very well.
Yeah, you could see it.
Coming up on Monday and Wednesday.
I think it's a lot better opportunity for that to happen now. Yeah. Not saying it wouldn't have anyways, but Cannon County on that girls' side is probably who you wanted to avoid, and now Summertown has. Yeah. Unless it's in the championship. Yeah. And I think Loretta's probably built better to beat Cannon County than Summertown is, if that makes any sense. Right. Yeah. Because Cannon County gave Summertown all they wanted, and their two best players are still there. Yeah. So I think that it's worked out a pretty good situation where I think we've got two teams, girls' teams probably going to sub-state.
I think probably even farther than that, Clint, to be honest. Well, I mean, you don't want to look that far ahead, but then
got that West Tennessee region, and they are tough. Huntington is legit.
Yep.
They are legit. So somebody's going to have to go to Huntington to play that sub-state
and earn it
again this year. And you will earn it if you go do that.
I was there a year ago. It's a tough place to play. They got really good fan support, and it's not always easy to go there.
And they're huge.
Yeah.
They are huge. So, but again, it's almost a casual thing now saying Summertown Loretta girls going to sub-state.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but you look at the boys' side, and those Summertown boys kind of had a couple of rough games. But when you look at the competition, Lewis County is no slouch. Mount Pleasant is really good when they turn it on, and it's hard to beat a team 3 times in 1 year. They tried it in back-to-back games. Came up a bit short.
It was a heartbreaker against Mount Pleasant. It looked like Leighton Sherman had shot a 3.
He was behind the line, by the way.
That he got fouled on.
Behind the line.
And the referee only gave him 2. Now, we can't say that he would have made all 3 if he'd have got 2. I think he would have because he doesn't miss free throws. But with that said, Mount Pleasant played their tail off. And then the next night, Kurt was not healthy during that district tournament. He'd been fighting the flu, and it looked like his playing time was a little limited against Lewis County. And credit Luke Scott, for former Summertown Eagle that's now the coach at Lewis County. He had his team raring to go, and that whole kid, let me tell you something, he's legit.
He is. If I'm Summertown and Loretta next year, thank goodness they're in the other side. That way you get to see that kid next year.
You don't have to worry about them. And listen, Lewis County be sitting pretty good with the new district.
With the new district realignment.
What they've got coming back.
Yeah.
But I'll give a big shout out. Kurt Bertelson got the all-season MVP, and I thought that was great because, that's not to take anything away from Loretta. You might could have gave it to 5 or 6 kids.
No doubt.
Yeah. But you take Kurt off that Summertown squad and what he's done and the numbers he put up, I thought that was very well deserving. And I don't know if it's coaches. I think it's just coaches that vote on it, but they got that one right.
Yeah. And with Loretto coming away with another district championship, really good performance. That start that they had to that game against Mount Pleasant, which was the difference because Mount Pleasant played them sort of even, especially in the second half. But, man, that first quarter, that first half, they had a great game plan, defended really well, rebounded really well, jumped out to a big lead, and there's no way the Tigers had a chance to respond to that.
You can against them.
Right.
I mean, if you get down against that team, you're not coming back.
You got to keep it close if you are.
That is the only way. And I think they showed their hand too early in the regular season on stalling and holding the basketball. And it still didn't work.
Right.
But it's just, people come in the shop, or I've talked to different sports fans, and so how you beat Loretta? I said, I don't know. I said, I don't think anybody can.
If you figure it out, go to Vegas with your luck at that point. So.
They're just so deep and so talented that I'm expecting them to just coast right through any region game they have as well. The good thing Summertown has is if they can go pull an upset on the road, they're opposite of Loretta.
Right.
So then you're looking at possibly Mount Pleasant or the Mount Pleasant or the one from the other side.
Yeah.
So you like your odds a little bit better, or the 3 from the other side.
I'm sure Grundy County, Cannon County is probably going. I thought we were getting Battle Creek in this spot.
Yeah. Wait, Summertown.
What? Oh. Well, at least it's at home. I didn't want to see them until the semifinals, but just is what it is, and just shakes out how it shakes out sometimes. Basketball is an unpredictable sport.
Getting hot at the right time. Yeah. That's what it is.
And speaking of having to get hot at the right time, both Lawrence County teams are going to need to get hot soon.
Bless your hearts.
I do not envy where they're having to go and who they're having to play.
I will say this: I know probably both Lawrence County teams will admit they're happy they don't have to see have to go back in the Central Magnet.
I'm happy that we ain't got to go to that Central Magnet gym.
I agree. That gym maybe is older than Summertown. But what does the two combine? 5 losses between the two teams? They're
total,
going to
47 and 8 between the two.
28-3, and then 25-2. So that's. I got that Lawrence County education, so I can't count that.
So 5 losses.
5 losses between. I'm just counting the wins.
And Upperman's just all. I mean,
full of studs.
Ty Cobb kid, he's legit.
And White County on the girls' side, it's going to be tough, but basketball's unpredictable.
Mhm.
You come in with a good game plan, you execute, you hit shots, you win the rebounding battle, and these teams got a chance.
I've seen many a times that 1 seed getting to host that one against a 4 thinks all they got to do is show up, and next thing you know, they've got a dogfight on their hands. So,
Well, I mean, you look at last year, I mean, with the Upperman girls, they were the 4 seed in their region, and they ended up going on a run, and I believe they did win the state last year, I think, didn't they? Upperman girls.
I think that they at least got to the state.
Yeah, I know they got to the. I want to say they won, but then again, if not, then they did put up a heck of a run there towards the end. As I'm sure you're fact checking it. So.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
just
I think
curious
they were state
myself.
runner-ups.
Yeah.
I know they got.
I knew they
that
got
far.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. And they, they had to go through Lawrence County's girls. But like you said, they were the 4 seed, and the way that other district has worked out, the teams that come in as 1 and 2 often kind of lose the 3 and 4.
Mhm.
There's some sort of
Mhm.
mixture, and then you get this really just kind of crazy mix between the two. As for some reason,
There we go.
They did make it to the state championship game and lost to Dyersburg
Dyersburg,
by
yeah.
2.
Yep.
So that's Upperman's girls did that a year ago. But Lawrence County's girls got a good team. They really do. If they can work some things out, get some shooters hot, and execute the game plan and limit the turnovers. Which you can say that for the
You
boys
mean that
as
stuff
well.
we've been saying
Yeah,
the last 2
every-
months?
yeah.
Win the
That same
rebounding
thing.
battle,
Yep.
limit turnovers. They got a chance.
And make shots.
And
Yep.
make shots.
But whether they have a chance or they don't, I am excited to see this squad play next year.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Because they've had some kids grow up. They've had some kids that had to grow up, and they need to put in some work over this offseason. They can be a team that could make a splash in the district.
And they're
next
still
year.
going to be young next
Yes.
year too.
Yeah, in a different district, and
Got some really good players coming up from
Kaufman,
and
yeah.
other middle schools, and they're going to be fun to watch the next couple of years.
Absolutely, we're looking forward to that, and the boys got a chance against Upperman. You never know what could happen. That's why you play the game, and you take this team lightly, and next thing you know, Alex Bedford's got 25 on you, or Braden Field scores 18 in the first half, like he did the other night. There's a chance to win. That's why you play the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just one of those things where at this point of the year, and we talked about it's like the Lawrence County Marshall County game. At first, Marshall County didn't look motivated in that first half. Like, it's hard to get motivated for those third place games. Just thinking, you're not playing for a district title. But then again, you gotta look ahead and just, at this point, if you're Lawrence County, you gotta just put your head down and go at this point.
Yeah,
That's how you gotta look at it.
Well, and I think you could probably go back. Lawrence County both played Tullahoma, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
In the
Semifinal.
Semifinal,
to get to the championship.
Yep.
And I think you got the worst start you could hope to get out of both Tullahoma teams, and you just didn't capitalize on that.
Yeah.
And then it's like you said, they call it a consolation game. It's not a consolation game. It
Yeah.
determines whether you're going to go play a 1 seed,
Yeah, the 1
or
seed
a 2
or a
seed.
2 seed. Yeah.
Right.
And so
It's a big difference.
it is.
So anything can happen. That's why they play the game. So again, the girls are going to be their region games are going to be Friday, 7 o'clock. The boys will be Saturday, and then we'll go with it from there with everything going on. If Lawrence County advances, they'll go to Cookville High School.
I believe so.
And if Summertown
Something
or
like that.
Loretto's boys and girls advance, they'll go to Cascade. So it's going to be a road trip anyway.
It's a road trip region this year,
Yep.
buddy.
Big time.
It's not fun this year.
Yeah.
Well, for Lawrence County, it's always a road trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always a
It's
road
always
trip.
some sort of road
Once you get
trip.
past district, it's just going to keep getting worse.
And right now, guys, in college basketball, UNA's men are fighting for a chance to win the ASUN regular season title. If they do, they will have home court advantage for the entire ASUN tournament because they play those at the home sites. So they will have home court advantage, which they've been perfect inside CB&S Bank Arena.
And I
in
love
conference play.
how they do that too.
Yeah.
I wish more. I would love to see the SEC do that.
Yeah.
I would love to see make the regular season mean more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You hosting tournament.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, being a number 1 seed and you're guaranteed
Yeah.
every game at your house, that's big time.
But tournaments in neutral locations are fun. I've gotten to cover the SoCons. I went to the SECs a couple years ago. It's fun when you get all those different fan bases in one place. Well, except for at times in the SEC when Kentucky fans think they have to take over your building. They get there early and
That's what
often.
they do in Nashville.
Yeah. And they talk trash the entire time about how they have the greatest program in the history of college basketball.
And then they always say, we're getting better at football, but they don't.
They never do.
They never do.
You almost beat Georgia this year. Congratulations. Almost beat them. Congratulations. So the men are playing Queens right now again if they win. So the way it works is the top two seeds, which I think it's between them and Lipscomb right now and Florida Gulf Coast, that if as long as UNA wins tonight, they'll get one of those two seeds and they will host all the way up into the championship game. If they're the one, they will host the championship game if they get that far. If they're the two, they'll have to go on the road in the championship game. So
I'm pretty sure I saw something on Instagram like they got a pretty good shot at making the big tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it saw that they're like a 27% chance of making it. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's
only way for them in is to win the tournament.
Yeah.
They got to win their conference tournament. It's a fun, exciting team. I'm a bit biased because I've seen them a lot this year. I got to see them a lot in person, but they can give a lot of teams a lot of fits how efficient they are offensively. I mean, they're shooting 45% from the field.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, that's
impressive.
Almost making one of every two shots. Now, if they go up against like a Tennessee or they go up against a Duke or a North Carolina or some of these other teams, depending on what seed they get, will they have that same success? Who knows? But upsets are kind of becoming the thing in the tournament.
Okay, in the NIL world,
anything
where you got kids that are basically there to get paid and try to get pro.
Yeah,
I think you're going to see it in basketball too. Yeah. The tournament don't mean as much. It's not going to mean as much to the bigger schools as it used to.
Yep.
So I think college basketball is ripe for an upset at every level. I mean, we've already, that the glass ceiling's already been shattered. One is lost to a 16.
Mm-hmm.
So
anything
can happen in the world of college basketball nowadays. Well, coming up next, guys, we got some college football to talk about, possible playoff expansion. We'll have that on the docket when we return on Exports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation? You're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit lawrenceburgflooringandmore.com.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham. Why should you bank with Employee Resources Credit Union? We offer a wealth of services, including mobile banking, video banking, bill pay, and more. We also offer loan rates that are lower than those of our competitors. Employee Resources Credit Union has been a financial pillar since 1964, providing long-time support to members of the community. Join us and become part of the ERCU commitment, not for profit, for service.
Cell phone plans at an affordable price? Only at LE Wireless. When they say wireless for all, they mean it. With yearly plans as low as $5 per month, they say it's the best $60 you'll spend on unlimited talk and text. Ask about their monthly and family plans. They'll succeed in meeting your needs at a price you'll love. And no need to go elsewhere for accessories. Already a customer? Their referral program can put even more money in your pocket at LE Wireless, located at 300 Ellingson Street in Lawrenceburg. Call today and ask about their free phone promotion.
If you're looking for a company that can do it all when it comes to building, look no further than Tenakee Properties. From new home builds to remodels and commercial projects, our contractors work hard to give your space a new life from planning to finishing touches. Whether it's new interiors or dirt work, they see your big picture without forgetting the small details. In the market for a new home, they partnered with Freeman Development to bring new homes to the Oak Hill subdivision of Lawrenceburg. That's Tenakee Properties, licensed and insured. Call today or visit Tenakee.com.
My name is Ben Emerson. I'm the youth pastor at Mars Hill Baptist Church. Teenagers, here's the truth for you. God designed us for community. From the very beginning, He said it's not good for us to be alone. Yet in today's world, it's easy to isolate ourselves. Social media, busy schedules, even a fear of rejection can keep us from forming real connections. But God calls us to do something greater. He wants us to be part of a community that reflects His love. Here's why community matters. Number one, encouragement. Life gets tough, and when we surround ourselves with people who love Jesus, we find strength and support during difficult times. The second thing is accountability. The right friends will challenge us to live according to God's truth, even when it's hard. And number three, purpose. God often speaks through people, and being in a Christ-centered community helps us discover our gifts and how we can serve others. Think about the people in your life. Are you a part of a Christ-centered community? And if not, ask God to help you find one. We'd love to have you at Mars Hill Baptist because you were never meant to do life alone.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back here to X Sports Live. Before we get going into some college football talk, we got to talk about our Florida Realty Player of the Week, which goes to Summertown's Abby Jo Schaefer.
Welcome to the Player of the Week recognition. We're excited to celebrate outstanding athletes who have demonstrated sportsmanship, participation, and teamwork. This program is proudly brought to you by Florida Mid-South Realty in partnership with X Sports Network, bringing you the best in local sports coverage. This program is proudly sponsored by Florida Mid-South Realty, providing professional real estate services across the community. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, we are here to help. Congratulations to this week's Florida Mid-South Realty Athlete of the Week, Abby Jo Schaefer. Recognized for her dedication, teamwork, and outstanding sportsmanship, Abby is a true leader on and off the court. Keep up the great work. Want a shot at winning $1,000 Amazon gift card? Simply take a selfie with your award and send it to the information provided on your letter. Don't miss your chance to be entered into the big year-end drawing. Stay connected with the latest real estate, news, and all things local. Tune into our live podcast, Florida Mid-South Realty Rockstars. Scan the QR code to join the conversation and rock with us. Florida Mid-South Realty, your trusted partner in real estate and proud supporter of our local athletes. Call us today at 931-762-4247 for all your real estate needs. At Florida Mid-South Realty, we pride ourselves on our family values, professional service, and a deep local knowledge. With a small town feel and a personal touch, we're here to help you navigate the real estate process with ease. Whether buying, selling, or renting, you can trust us to guide you every step of the way. And don't forget to catch Florida Rockstars, our live podcast every Tuesday morning at 8. Florida Rockstars, rocking the real estate news and all things local. Florida Mid-South Realty, your hometown real estate experts.
And welcome back here to Exports Live, brought to you by C&B and Linden. We're joined by Taylor Plott here with Clint Brazier. Hayden Burks will make his way over here soon. The big fella, Dusty Kaiser, will hopefully join us sometime soon. But guys, we've got some college football stuff to talk about. A lot of news starting to be generated out here about wanting to expand the playoff to 16 teams. Just before we get into the details of this, when you hear that they want to expand it to 16, what do you think, Taylor?
I think if you're going to have to expand it, the 16 is where you stop. You don't go any further. If I'm not mistaken, I believe 16 is what the FCS has.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm okay with that. The problem that I have, and we're talking about this off air a little bit, is at some point you start making certain things irrelevant. So then you start making some bowl games irrelevant and stuff like that. This is not basketball. Basketball has, multiple teams, many more teams in the D1 sector. So you can't keep going. At some point, it starts getting too much. I think 16 is probably your cutoff.
Hey.
I mean, you won't go? No, you. First off, I want to say it feels weird being in this seat. It's real.
You don't feel that seat.
Yeah. Anyways, but the way I see it is you got to earn to be in the playoffs. Like, I get the 12 and making that expansion, make it more exciting, and because there's teams like, well, we should get in, or we should get in over them, and quite frankly, it made it more exciting. It kind of helped it a little bit. There's still some flaws about the system right now, but in my opinion, there's some teams that probably aren't a playoff-worthy team that might be getting in there over, like you're pushing it too much, like you said, Taylor. And so that's the issue. And then mainly, like you said earlier, is bowl games aren't relevant anymore.
Well, I don't think bowl games were relevant this year.
No.
With just 12.
They didn't really mean anything.
And so I wonder if it's pushing it up to try to replace the bowl games is maybe a reason for it. Right. To try to get some of that revenue back on what they've missed. And you may see at some point, you either get in the playoffs or your season's done.
Yeah. Right.
Is what it could come down to. Because look how many kids are not playing in bowl games now. Right. That especially everybody that going to draft is not playing a bowl game if it's not a playoff game.
Yeah.
But I just wonder what brought it on. Were there enough teams like Alabama, Miami, Ole Miss that griped enough that got the ball rolling to open up more? Was it that prosperous TV ratings, playoff wise, to say, hey, we get four more games in this?
It could have been the SEC and the Big Ten, which is part of the proposal, went like, well, we didn't take up half the field. Mm-hmm. And oh my goodness, we had to we potentially had to go to Boise, or we potentially had to go to Penn State. We didn't get enough teams in this field. So I think that probably drives that expansion a little bit more than maybe money. It's more of an opportunity and more because, let's be real, guys, the SEC did not perform well in the playoff.
Mm-hmm. They haven't performed really all season that well.
Didn't perform well in the playoff. Their non-conference wasn't all that great outside of a couple good
Tennessee
wins.
played Ohio State the closest in the playoffs.
Yep. That's
in
right.
The first half.
Yep. That's right. Yeah,
in the first half. They had to do that on the road, right?
They just see me.
So that's one of the issues that I have going forward. I know you said we're getting to kind of the format and stuff.
Yep.
Is all right. If you end up having a format that says SEC, we're the best conference out there. We want 4 teams in this, and the Big Ten's like, well, we want 4 teams in this, and then finally they decide, all right, SEC you get 4, Big Ten you get 3, and the others get this. What if you have a year where the SEC is just not that good? Now you're getting
this year.
This year. Now you're getting 4 teams that maybe 2 of them deserve to be in there, and the others probably don't. He's here.
I gotta get up now.
So what are you going to do? So that's one of the issues that I have is if you go with this format, potentially where you have multiple teams from multiple conferences getting a bid, auto bid, that could end up backfiring because those teams might not be worthy enough to get in.
Because come on in, man.
Get over here. Hayden gave us a seat up for you. Jeez.
So if you don't yell at me, I'm just going to leave. I'm trying to be a little sensitive today.
I'm trying to boost ratings.
Trying to boost ratings.
Trying to get everybody tuned in for the next one.
This is when we're going to see it on Facebook and YouTube. This is when our ratings start to peak. Because the big fella has walked into the building. Your mic was actually set up.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I done had a plan. If it wasn't,
Hayden was using it. That's the only reason.
This was going to be a prop. This table right here, and I was going to sling all of them off.
All the mics on?
Off the mic. I was going WWE.
You're about to put Hayden through the Spanish announce table?
That's the Spanish one, yeah, because it just falls apart when you look at it.
We're talking about the college football playoff expansion. Don't like it?
Hell, we might as well just go with a team of 64 and let's see what happens like they do in basketball. I mean, there ain't but 5 good teams in the country anyways.
No, I mean, I totally agree. I
understood 4 wasn't enough. I mean, 12's plenty. I mean, you go to 24 and then you go to 36. Somebody's always going to get their feelings hurt.
Do you think they're getting? I think the reason they're expanding is to do away with the other bowl games. Because nobody's watching them.
Nobody cares.
The best players aren't playing in them.
Nope.
So I think they're expanding it to actually make them mean something.
Yeah. But
I think in a year or two there will be no bowl games.
Oh no!
The more they keep expanding the playoffs, I think it's
any bowls will be in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
And we might eventually end up where the group of 5 schools start having their own playoff.
Mm-hmm. Well,
because they're the only ones left to play in these bowl games.
I mean, really and truthfully, I think that's the best bet. I mean. Listen, let's just call it like it is. After you got like say 17 to 20, those teams ain't winning. No, I'm sorry, they're just not winning.
They're not where
they can't. They're tickled to be in the top 25.
Yes, they're just tickled to be in the top 25. So therefore, now you got another crappy game. Who wants to watch that?
Well, I think it'll get watched more than the Meineke Car Care Bowl. Yeah. You know.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, but I mean,
pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think. I mean, everybody's just.
Hey, y'all would have got in this year if it had been 16.
I didn't want in. We suck.
Well, Nips did.
Nips stuck real bad.
He needed in.
No, he needed to keep his job. Thank God we didn't get in. Golly.
Well, that right there goes into the. All right, if you had an X amount of teams get in for a certain conference, Alabama could have been one of those. I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't think I'm a Bama fan too. I don't think that we needed to get into that playoff. But if you had that 16 and that format, they would have been that 4 team.
The format that they're talking, 4 from the SEC, 4 from the Big 10, 2 ACC, 2 Big 12, which the ACC would have filled out their allotment on what Iowa State would have got in with the Big 12. And
I just don't see
4 out large bids, which. In some years that could go to group of 5 teams. Who knows how that?
Well, I don't see how you can set something like that in stone, especially in the NIL world. Right. Who's to say Clemson, Miami? There's not going to be 3 or 4 dominant teams in the ACC next year that wants to pay the right kids.
Right.
No.
The SEC may just keep going downward.
Yeah.
That's what you say. How are you going to pick the 4 top teams in the SEC? Seriously.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You probably just have to go on conference standings. Yeah. I don't know how that would work.
But I'm saying I don't know how you can just
I don't like that.
I mean, 4 automatic to Big
that's
10,
not right. That
SEC.
takes away everything that we're talking about. Then
Big 12 may start spending some money.
I hope they do.
Well, I mean, they definitely got the offense.
Well, but I mean, seriously though, I mean, okay, if you start putting in 4 SEC, 4 Big 10, well.
That's half your field.
Yeah, but that automatically just goes against what we're talking about. Why add more teams? Okay, well, you already got them in.
Yeah.
And the way that they're also proposing this is because they want to see more. And so with that, everybody will have to go to non-conference games, and everybody. That's good. Everybody's going to have to go to non-conference games. That's in every league, and that will guarantee at least one crossover between a Big Ten and an SEC school. So you'll have to play a Big Ten. If you're in the SEC, you'll have to play a Big Ten school every year, and it will rotate home and away who you play. And on top of that, they would only take how you do against your record against your own conference and that Big Ten. So your 2 out-of-conference games won't carry as much weight.
No,
which that part I don't. I think your totality of your record should matter. So if you could go out there and if you're just for instance, because it happened this year, Virginia Tech lost to Vandy, but then Virginia Tech goes on a run and ends up in the ACC championship and loses. That should count against them. But in this new format, it's not going to count against them if they lose that game.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, I think you've got to do something to give it a little bit more credibility, and that would do it. But I just look. I clearly think the SEC and the Big Ten are the two best conference, but that doesn't. Listen, it's a whole new world of college football. There's nothing to say that the ACC, that Florida State can't start spending money.
Right.
Then Miami, Clemson can't start going on a run.
Miami's already spending money.
That's what I'm saying.
Right now.
So
poor Carson Beck getting all of his Ferrari stolen. You know.
I hit diamond you.
Timmy.
You said that.
I ain't saying that.
That kid's living a dream.
Yes.
Leave him alone.
Yeah.
He can't help
One
it.
eye in each direction. He's living the dream.
Jeez. I mean that. We start to say that our podcast isn't affiliated with X.
I know, right? Instead of them,
I thought we were bad.
Yeah. Sheesh.
Everyone loves when you crap on a former Georgia quarterback.
Oh,
yeah. Georgia quarterback.
Well, I mean, we all know anybody from Georgia can't drive.
Yeah, I mean,
we've seen that for the past several years.
They have more. They probably have more people from a coaching staff going to driving school than they do like just regular citizens of the counties.
That's a normal class that they offer at the University of Georgia now, driving school. So get college credit now. That's how they get through.
They're obviously not doing well.
That's how they get through school. But anyways, you're right. I think, and also the college conference conversation. I think in every sport changes every year. You know, the Big Ten was the king this year, but who's to say the SEC isn't going to top them this coming year?
I guarantee you everybody's spending the money to do it.
The Big 12 was known as a more deeper league than the ACC this year, but that could flip-flop, or who knows? The ACC could be a dominant league, knowing with the schools that they have, the money that they could have, they could jump one of the. I mean, it changes every year.
Yeah.
I'm okay with the thought of two teams from each league getting in, and you got to at least have the conference champion has to get in regardless of those top four.
So why not just have the conference championship game? Those teams just move on.
Yeah, winner or runner-up go in,
like we had this past year.
Yeah, but I mean, just go ahead and set it. I mean, if. Just say Penn State.
I know.
You see what I'm saying?
About.
I mean, like,
you mean those who make it to the championship
whoever makes the championship game, they
agree.
just automatically go on to the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't just take
whoever wins is a higher seed.
Absolutely.
See, this is where
that's a good idea.
This is where I think if you go with the way that they're wanting to go, which is 4 teams from this conference, all that, just scrub all that. You go if you're going to go 16, the way you need to make it work is either take the FCS format, because that has proven it has worked for what they want to do there. They have really good ball games, really good competition. Go that route, or just go straight. Whoever the top 16 is, that's who gets in, and you get seeded based on where you are in that. I don't think you need to pick between differences in team and like the conferences where SEC gets 4, ACC gets whatnot. And like you said, if the ACC is the best conference, they only get 2 teams.
Yeah.
You got to do either the FCS format or go straight 1 through 16 and seed them that way.
And
that's the way I think
it.
it.
Kind of piggyback on your point a little bit. I love the idea of what the FCS does, where you have home sites all the way up to the championship. Because that gives you more of an, like you said, it makes the regular season matter more.
It does.
That you have an incentive to have as many games in your home ballpark.
Yeah.
All the way through.
That's right.
Yep.
I'm with it.
You with it? What do you think, big fella?
Oh man, it's rock and roll.
It's rock and roll.
I'm in.
All right, another college football topic. I kind of saw this coming years ago because these games have been kind of a joke, but teams starting to eliminate the spring game. You guys for, against? What are your all thoughts about these teams?
Well, now that Tennessee's good again, it doesn't mind me. But back when we were terrible, it was the only thing you really had to look forward to.
The one game you won. Right?
Yeah, for sure. It's like, all right, we're not losing this one. You know, everybody be excited. Say, "Oh, look how good we look!" And then you go out and get drummed by Florida,
Georgia State.
Yeah.
BYU.
I think Tennessee, even the last 2 or 3 years, haven't really had a game. They've just had like skills competition stuff that they do.
It's
not a real game.
Sign autographs.
When I first started covering sports, you know, when I would go do West Virginia or Marshall's spring game, they literally would draft the teams, and you would go half, you know, good on good, half on half. But no one does that anymore. It's like the last one I remember going to, they legit did just a normal practice, and the game part was their normal, you know, good on good scrimmage for 45 minutes. Part of it. So I kind of saw them going down this road because it is risky in the spring at times. But I mean, what are your thoughts, Dave?
I think, me personally, I don't mind having a spring game each year if it's going to be more like a game, like it had in the past. I remember growing up going to Alabama 8-day games multiple times. And I think it was really cool to be able to see what this team could look like. You're going against each other, and it was in a game format. If you're going to change it up, I think the reason they're wanting to change it up could be because of the NIL. And what if these players they get injured? Are they going to end up losing these deals because of that? They aren't going to be, you know. I think the NIL has to do a lot with it. So if you're going to just do a skills competition and stuff like that, then just video it at practice and just post on social media.
Well, I think you do it to let the fans come.
Well, there's that too. Yeah.
Sell $100 draft beers.
Yeah.
I get money.
Yeah. I get that aspect of it too. I think that's good, but I think it's starting to lose maybe a little bit of its appeal to especially some of the more hardcore sports fans.
Is it you guys? Would you be in favor of them actually playing a game against another team in the spring?
No.
Not in favor of that?
Yeah, not like a jamboree game or something.
One of my favorite clips all time, and I know you had to have seen it because both of you too, Taylor, if you're an Alabama fan, but one of Saban during media days, or not media days, but spring game, maybe one of his first years, he said, we could have a damn good practice. We'd get all these fans out of here.
Yeah.
He hated it.
Yep.
He hated it.
And then by the end, he's dressing up in a suit.
Yeah.
He's being interviewed by Kurt Herbstreit throughout the course of the game.
Yep.
Gotta love that part. Well, guys, let's get into some wrestling here. Elimination Chamber coming up this weekend, and let's just go right into it. The Rock came back, which from all accounts was kind of unexpected by a lot of people backstage, at least from what we're reading. So The Rock came back. The segment was weird.
It was.
And the Monday night Raw leading up to a pay-per-view sucked.
Was terrible.
Yeah.
I thought I quit watching it. I thought it was awful. The whole Rock segment with Cody was terrible. I mean, come on.
They've got to be building something up for. You know, I'm interested to see what happens, but I feel like what they're leading it up to is Cody to turn him down and The Rock just beat the crap out of him again, like we saw a year ago.
Right, same exact thing.
So somehow, though, I don't care what anybody says. Somehow, this favor that Heyman owes Punk is coming into play at some point.
I think it comes into play at WrestleMania. My opinion. How? Don't know.
Yeah.
The thing you text him, I get it.
I was getting ready.
Yeah, but I still think it's WrestleMania, but I just don't know how.
This is what I said in our group chat. So Cody refuses the offer. Punk wins the Chamber. Rock tries to steal the Mania main event like it's 2013 to teach Cody a lesson in Mania. Punk uses his favor to get Roman to take care of The Rock. Roman confronts Rock and his thirst for power. The power ties into the Ula Fala in the head of the family. Roman versus Rock for the Ula Fala at Mania. And then Punk versus Cody, and then so on.
Well, what do you got? You got Elimination Chamber this Saturday, and then a month is WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So they've got 4 weeks to start putting this story together.
8 shows, 4 Raws and 4 SmackDowns to get through that.
I mean, they've got a pay-per-view and 8 shows to make this this happen. All right, who's winning Elimination Chamber?
Who you think?
I'm going Cena.
I am too.
I said it. Rumble. I'm going Cena.
I'm there.
I'm with Punk.
Priest Priest and
He's-
Logan Paul, for
they're not.
sure.
No.
Now, I tell you what, though, that Punk and Logan Paul promo Raw the other night,
Yeah.
they better not book that for WrestleMania.
If they let Logan Paul win this, I don't know that I'll watch wrestling for a while.
He ain't winning this.
Yeah, there's no way he's winning this.
But I mean, you can't bring John Cena back for a farewell tour and let him lose every main event that he's in.
I know, and he's got to win the title. He's breaking the record.
He's got to.
I just don't know, just because you got to build him up. I feel like in this.
I mean,
like he hadn't won a singles match in 4 years already.
I mean, but he's about putting people over. But this ain't the time.
No,
he's got to go over at some point.
Some point, he's got to finish.
That's what I'm thinking. Me, I just think it's going to be SummerSlam with it being 2
And if he's going to get the 17th title, you got to do it at WrestleMania. You can't get it at SummerSlam.
No, because SummerSlam's not that big.
But it's going to be 2
I don't care. It's still not WrestleMania.
I know it ain't, but still.
You got to do it at the Super Bowl. Man.
Yes, you got to do it.
The biggest stage, yeah. All right, but where does Punk fit in there? If Cena goes over and wins the Chamber, where's Punk?
I'll be honest. I think
but-
Punk's happy just being there, being took care of. It's a totally different situation than it was the first time he was there. I think he's
if it
team
is
player.
Cena, then it turns into Punk, Seth, Roman
The WrestleMania.
3-way at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And that's a main event.
And then that's a main event.
We haven't talked about it, but there's no way that Roman Reigns and Seth are not having something.
Yeah.
After Royal Rumble, 'cause Reigns hasn't been back since Royal Rumble. Nobody's
I
seen him.
guarantee
Right?
we'll see him Saturday.
I mean, he took 2 stomps. I mean, he's got to. And Punk, I just think it sets up a triple threat match at WrestleMania for them two.
Because they're going to get in each other's way.
What if that's where the favor comes
That's
in?
what I was thinking. Say
They
maybe
beat
that's
the
the
crap out of Seth,
and then Roman just has to
lay down for him.
Yeah, I like it.
There we go. All right. There's some. I think they're
Triple H, if you're watching X Sports Live, you got 3.5. We'll give Hayden half a star, but you got 3 good riders here that we'll do it 100,000 a year. That's all we want.
Yes.
I think there's going to be a lot of schmozzes going on Saturday because I think Roman's going to interfere somehow with Seth and Punk. I think honestly, just because I know he's my guy, but I think LA Knight messes with Drew.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
At some point, he's got to get his stuff in,
But I still don't think it's going to be the best match of the night.
Which one?
It's going to be Sammy and Kevin.
Oh yeah, they're
fixing to tear that place apart.
Man, Kevin Owens.
I mean, it could be one of them dies.
Listen, like have y'all been have y'all been seeing some of this? Those 2 boys started just like what's going to be in Lawrenceburg Saturday.
Yeah.
Them 2.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy how those 2 have come up together,
Yeah.
and they still can just get in a ring and just get it on with each other like they hate each other.
Yeah.
Oh, I think after this match, both of them will have to be carried out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still can't believe Kevin Owens is still walking.
That ladder with Cody.
Oh, and the one part where he landed on like the skinny part.
Yes.
That's when I thought he was dead.
Yeah.
I thought he was hurt. He was probably hurt a little worse than Cody was when he done that reverse jackhammer off the top rope. And Cody bounced off and then fell over.
Yeah.
It looked like Kevin took it straight to the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's pretty bad when your wife texts you it was actually during the men's rumble going, did someone break their neck during a match? I'm like, if he didn't, I don't know how he did.
If he didn't, I don't.
See everybody going.
Oh yeah. That match was over at that point.
Yeah. And we were all watching it, and everyone when he did that, we went, "Oh my gosh,
golly, man,
Cody,
terrible.
just go get the thing, get out of there."
Yeah, I think I literally said he's dead.
But yeah, Elimination Chamber this Saturday. Are we going to try to watch it Sunday, or what's the deal?
I'm flying back. I'll be back early Sunday morning. If y'all can wait on me, great. If you don't want to, y'all do it. And
I'm going to watch it on Saturday, but I'll watch it with you.
well, if you watch it with us on Sunday, you keep your mouth shut.
Or we'll put you to the table. You're going through this table.
Next X Sports
Next
Live.
X Sports Live.
We're just going to come out on.
Since we got our show, we'll be a tag team. We'll do the Road Warriors Doomsday device.
There you go.
I'll put him on my shoulders. You get on AJ's shoulders, jump off of the clothesline.
That'll be the opening shot of X Sports Live next week. Is all of a sudden, bam, helmets go
what
flying
kind of insurance we
everywhere.
got around
Yeah, man, we got any good insurance, and I hope this table's. Is this table? Somebody make this again, can't they?
Well, they made it the first time, right? Coming up next, guys, we We'll have our trivia. Everyone brought their own trivia once again, and then we'll get into our. He's so excited about his. And then we'll get into our big topic, which we're getting into sports movie characters, our favorite of all time. That's coming up next on X Sports.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with Primary Care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary Care by One Stop Medical at its best. Old School Rentals in Loretto, Tennessee is your headquarters for all your rental equipment needs. Are you in need of a trailer? How about a saw, tools, loaders, or even generator? Now meeting all your propane needs as well. You can find everything you need to complete your project and much more down at Old School Rentals in Loretto. Go by and let owner Ryan Smith help you today. That's Old School Rentals on North Main Street in Loretto, Tennessee.
For high school athletes, every game counts. You push your limits and you chase your dreams. But when injury strikes, you need more than just recovery. At Southern Tennessee Orthopedics, we're here to get you back in the game faster and stronger. From cutting-edge treatments to personalized and compassionate care, we're here for your every move. Our specialized team of experts encompass decades of experience in sports-related injuries. Dr. Paul Thomas, Melanie Durham, and Julie Marcus offer the most comprehensive care from diagnosis to recovery. With advanced treatments and tailored rehabilitation plans, we'll help you heal stronger and faster. Trust Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep you at your best because your future is worth it.
Mac Brown has been providing photographic services for 55 years. During that time, Mac Brown photographers have photographed children, seniors, weddings, schools, musicians, and commercial businesses. The studio takes great pride in producing quality photographs and services for its many clients. While the studio has adapted as times have changed, their goal of providing excellent photography has remained constant. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit their website at macbrownphoto.com or give them a call at 931-762-4263. Let the professionals at Mac Brown Photography turn your memories into treasures.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military Avenue, just north of the square.
For the best at-home care in Lawrence County, the Summit at Home is the right company for you. We have a friendly staff over 25 that is trained, educated, and qualified to help with all your needs within your household. Our non-medical services include transportation, housework, dressing, and companionship. We are also covered by most long-term care providers. For more information, please call 931-762-2310.
Let me tell you about a place that has it all for your home, bedroom, kitchen, lawn, and more. It's a home-owned and home-operated business that's been around for over 70 years, so you know they're doing something right. At Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, you'll find top name brands for every room of your house and top brands for the outside too. Looking for appliances, televisions, couches, safes, bedding, mowers, and well, the list goes on. So make the drive today to 824 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg and be treated right.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available in the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg. Visit VolcoAuto.com.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit SouthernCraftMFG.com.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Cares has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Want to take the next steps in taking care of your health? Tennessee Valley Allergy Services can make your goals a reality. Their team of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals are dedicated to providing allergy care and treatment, such as drops and shots, to fit your exact needs. Their expert services are for anyone ages 2 and older. Whether you struggle with environmental or food allergies, they've got you covered. Discover a better you at Tennessee Valley Allergy Services, located right next to the Zaxby's in Lawrenceburg. Book online or call 931-325-0757 to schedule your appointment today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back here to X Sports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen. If you guys only would have heard the stories we were sharing here during the commercial break, Maybe one of these days we might have to do it on a separate channel or feed or something. We just get Exports Live Uncensored a couple times during the summer. We
could have them on as guests.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go.
Just tell poop jokes.
Got a lot of them. Well, guys, it's time to get into the trivia. Hayden, what you got for us to start off?
All right, I'm going back to NCAA again.
Okay.
So this happened in 1957. There was this, which team?
1957.
Call my grandpa and see if he knows it.
I say, which team needed 3 overtimes to win both the semifinal and championship game in the tournament that year? Duke, nope.
This is basketball.
Yes, basketball, yep.
Kentucky.
Nope.
Cal.
Nope.
What year was it?
1957.
North Carolina.
Oh, it was North Carolina.
Was North Carolina. Yep. 3 overtimes of both semifinal and championship game.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, look here.
Was that Dean Smith at the time?
Yep. That would have been Dean in the 57.
Yeah.
Hey, look here. Light bulb.
Well, I mean, you guessed 4 other things before that. But
Sorry.
you gave me time. I'd have said North Carolina.
You got it. Yeah.
What you got, Clint?
Mine's baseball. And made me think because it's what we're going to talk about. But, Braves we're kind of in Braves country. And, of course, name me the top 6 all-time home run leaders in the Braves organization. Now, clearly, we're going to take Hank Aaron off the board.
Yeah, sure.
He's the all-time. He's the all-time home run leaders.
The
Period.
6 behind
So give me
him.
2 through 6.
2 through
The
6.
next top 5.
Chipper, yeah.
He's number 3.
Dale Murphy.
He's number 4.
David Justice.
Nope.
Fred McGriff.
Nope.
Andrew Jones.
Ron Gant.
Andrew Jones is. Ron Gant is not. I was shocked. Justice and Gant were not.
Wow.
Freddie Freeman. Is he on there?
You got Freeman.
Acuna.
Andrew Jones, Dale Murphy, Chipper Jones.
Yeah.
You're missing number 2. The number 2.
Well, it can't be
all-time.
Acuna then.
And it wasn't Freeman?
This is older.
How far back are you going? This is like back to like the Boston Braves?
This is
Hack Wilson?
This is a while back.
1957.
I think he was playing there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Robinson?
I don't know. You're gonna say it, and I'm gonna know it.
I don't know if you will or not.
Because they were in Milwaukee before they moved to
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Eddie Matthews.
Eddie Matthews.
I would have never guessed it.
There's your top 5 plus 1. Freeman is number 6.
Since mine is baseball related and yours is
Again,
wrestling,
Justice, they're like way down there.
I would have thought Ron Gant.
They're way down there.
Golly.
So this is a name from our childhood that we love, Randy Johnson. Can you name me the top 5 teams he has the most strikeouts against?
Atlanta should be one of them.
No, Atlanta's like bottom half.
Is it really?
Yeah. 128 strikeouts.
Well, let's see. He was in Arizona, so who were some of their the Rockies?
The Rockies are number 4.
San Francisco.
251. San Francisco is not in the top 5.
I was thinking about his days with Seattle.
Houston's not in the top 5.
That would have been no. Diamond. Yeah,
Milwaukee.
They are number 1. 269 strikeouts against the Brewers. Because you think about it, he was in the AL all those years, and then they switched to the NL the time that he went to the NL.
Yep.
But they were in different divisions, so I'm kind of shocked that he had that many strikeouts.
I'm going to say Marlins.
No.
The Reds.
No, they're both at the bottom. He only struck out the Marlins 122 times. The Reds
Cleveland.
113. Cleveland, no, they are not in the top 5. They're near it, but not on.
Oakland.
No.
From the Seattle days.
They are 6, 230.
Man.
Who was he?
St. Louis?
No.
Who was he on the team for the longest? Was it the Diamondbacks or was it?
Yeah, he would have played in Seattle longer.
Yeah, Seattle.
He had a stint with the Yankees, too.
Yeah.
Red Sox?
No.
Was it the Yankees like when he was playing against them?
Let's see. The Yankees, he only struck out 129 times.
Royals.
No. They're 7, 230.
The Angels.
The Rangers.
Angels are number 5.
Because I was going to say
243.
Seattle,
Texas
that's
Rangers.
division. I'm trying to think divisional.
Texas is 257. They're 3rd. So you're needing.
We got number 2.
You got the Brewers, you got the Rangers, and the Angels.
Angels.
So you've got 2 and 4.
Detroit.
No.
Chicago, the Cubs?
No, they're just right above the
White
Yankees.
Sox.
Baltimore? No, I don't
Baltimore's
think. Yeah.
in the top 10 at 184.
Who's another one in that division with Seattle?
The Padres.
Padres are second, 257. The Rockies are.
They're in the division with
The Rockies.
Arizona.
The Rockies were fourth, 251. Can you guess the bottom 5 as far as strikeouts go?
Braves. he said they were at the bottom.
No, they're in
The
bottom
Reds?
half.
Bottom half.
I'm gonna say that.
The Reds
I'm gonna
are
say
sixth
I'm gonna
least.
say Arizona and Seattle.
They're 1 and 2. they're 1 and 2 because he only struck out the Diamondbacks 12 times, the Mariners 45 times. Houston is third, 62. Tampa is fourth at 68, and the Nationals are fifth at 103.
Well, I knew two of them.
Oh, yeah, 2 of them for sure.
Yeah. So, all right, Dusty.
All right.
Wrestling. Here we go.
This is a wrestling trivia question. So, Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan was his 8th slam
Okay.
at WrestleMania 3. That was the 8th time Andre had been slammed in his career, was WrestleMania 3. Name me the superstar who's been slammed 1 time and the superstar who done it.
Is this? Can you give us a time
No.
frame, or will that give it away?
I'd give it all away.
Wait. Can
Big
you
John
repeat the
Studd.
point?
Name me the superstar who's only been slammed 1 time.
Only been slammed
and
once.
the superstar who slammed him.
No, it wasn't
John
Big Show.
Studd, Andre the Giant slammed him.
No.
Was it when the Big Show took that bump from Braun Strowman off the top of the ring and they broke the ring?
No.
No, Big Show's been slammed a ton.
Yeah. He showed.
King Kong Bundy
Brock Lesnar.
and Hogan slammed him.
No.
King Kong Bundy
No, I mean,
slammed a lot.
when I seen that, I wouldn't have thought. When I read it and seen, it, I thought,
Is he
okay,
Great Khali?
no.
Giant Gonzalez.
Mark Henry.
I think it's got to be older. I think it's got to be older. Is it going to be somebody? I guarantee it's going to be somebody that just didn't take slams. It's not a real big guy.
Bruiser Brody?
I'm going to say the Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan.
No.
Because I can see more. I can't remember the Warrior getting slammed.
Getting
a lot
slammed
just 'cause he
every
couldn't
time.
wrestle.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna tell you. It don't matter.
Give us a time frame.
Mid-90s.
Mid-90s.
Mabel. It wasn't Mabel?
Mm-mm.
Oh, shoot.
Sid? No, Sid got slammed.
Giant Gonzalez and Undertaker.
No.
Dang.
I think he took the bump. I'm going out left. Vader. I'm going out left field.
Mm-mm. All right, I won. I stumped y'all. You ready?
Hold on.
You're down and determined on this one.
Hold on. Midnight.
Mid-90s.
WCW or WWF?
Oh, that gives it away 100%.
Well, it does not.
Yes, it does. I'm not telling.
The Rock. I'm sure he got slammed several times. I'm just throwing it out there.
Hogan?
Mm-mm.
Goldberg and Kevin Nash.
No.
Dang.
I don't know.
Was it Kevin Nash?
No.
Mid-90s.
Here we go.
Just hold on. Just tell us, tell us what company.
WWF.
Mid-90s.
Mid-90s. WWF.
See, I'm just not thinking any big people.
This is a trick question, yeah.
Dink or Doink? No. Jim Duggan?
No.
I give up.
Yokozuna.
Golly. We're a bunch of idiots.
Lex.
We're a bunch of idiots.
Golly. Yokozuna.
Man, you let me down. I really thought.
Yeah, I did.
Yep. Especially when I said mid-90s. I thought
feel
I said
so
mid-90s.
bad.
I get it.
Jeez,
But that was crazy that if you could have used the trivia. It was like, what number was Hogan on slamming Andre? I would have never thought 8.
Yeah, I thought you were about to say who the other ones were. Who
was
name the other ones?
Yeah, I would have never known
I
that.
was like, I know Warrior got him, Jake got him, with all the guys that slammed Andre, because I was literally, because I've heard this multiple times. I'm like, I know a lot of these names.
No, that was a good one. I'm sorry, Yoko.
Yeah. God rest your soul.
Forgot all about you.
All right, guys, going into our big topic, favorite sports movie characters. Hayden, what you got?
I'm going to go with...
Hang on, do we say their name like as the movie character and we pick?
You can say the actor, too, or actress.
I'm going to say the name Rocky Balboa. Just the... how... just big the name is overall, not just from the movie, but also people just overall, like how much they enjoy it. Number 2, in my opinion, I don't know, this is just my opinion, Coach Carter. I really enjoy that one.
He's on my list.
My number 1, and this is a funny one, Ricky Bobby. There's no one better. No one better than Ricky Bobby.
No, he's not on my list. All right.
What do you got?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say his name in the movie and see if you'll probably get it.
Yeah.
Andre Krim.
What movie was it?
Jason Bateman was just a young kid.
Was it? No, that's not Dodgeball, is it?
Necessary Roughness. Sinbad. Sinbad played Andre Krim.
Yes, I forgot Jason Bateman was in that.
He was in his early 20s.
stages
Yeah,
of
it was like 91s when the movie was done.
Yeah.
Cold Trickle.
Yes.
Days of Thunder.
I think Cold Trickle.
You think Days of Thunder is the most underrated sports movie?
That is, I think.
There's going to be a sequel coming.
Yeah,
Yes, there is.
That's right.
30 years later.
This one right here may be like just because the movie means so much to me. Coach Boone.
Oh yeah.
Denzel.
Yeah.
I know this is on all 3 of our lists. Got to be Rick Bone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got Coach Carter. I got Stallone. What about Sidney Dean and Billy Ho?
Took 2 off my list. Just listen to a podcast
this
about
guy
that.
I don't think gets the credit in the movie.
Yeah.
And it's Mox.
From Varsity Blues.
Yeah, that's James Vanderbeek.
Yes.
Yeah, Mox.
I give that list a 10.
But have you ever seen him throw an actual football?
It's awful.
It was like me throwing left-handed.
Well, did you know? Because I've listened to 2 podcasts about each of those movies. You know that they had to have a stunt double for James Vanderbeek to throw because he was so bad at it. Also, Wesley Snipes, though a great athlete, had never played basketball before White Man Can't Jump.
He sold it.
He did sell it.
Yeah.
But you could tell watching him, he's a terrible shot.
But
he like this though.
But
a little to the left,
yeah,
a little to the right.
But Woody Harrelson though, dude was a baller. Like they
Billy
still say
Hocus.
he's a pretty good pickup basketball player.
Hey, Hayden, name this movie character from this sports movie. Rip Thomas.
I couldn't tell you. Could not tell you.
Do y'all know it?
Yeah, it's the baseball movie. Plays
No.
with
It's probably one of the
Rip
worst
Thomas.
movies of all time. It's freaking terrible. Hulk Hogan, no holds barred, man.
Oh,
I knew exactly what
Tiny.
it was.
What's
Yeah.
it smell? Dookie.
Guys, we need to have like a whole
Watch
episode.
along.
Yes, a whole watch along episode.
Just how awful that
how
movie is.
bad
that movie was
is.
terrible. And then they brought it to live stream TV in WWE, and it was
And
terrible.
didn't Hogan fight him in a
In a
cage?
cage.
Yeah, they turned it into a storyline.
Yeah,
WWE. It
Savage
awful.
was his partner, and
God bless. God rest.
Zeus.
God rest Debo. Terrible in the ring.
Yeah.
terrible in the ring.
He might have been worse than the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
And that's bad to say.
I guess Roy Hobbs is probably from The Natural. Jimmy Chitwood from Hoosiers. Because if those two movies are on, I'm going to watch them.
Right.
If Hoosiers
Says how
or
I
The
feel about
Natural's
Remember the
on,
Titans.
I'm going to watch them.
Right.
And I tell you, Mickey Rourke's character in The Wrestler.
Yes.
Those are great.
That
Really
was
good.
I just kind of showed the dark side of wrestling and what these guys do, and I thought he was fantastic in it. So, and clearly you've said I'm Rick Vaughn. I mean, it's It's what me and Dusty grew up watching. How many quotes can we give from Major League?
We quote the whole movie.
Roger Dorn's one of my favorites just because how stupid he is.
I mean, that first one, he comes up to Lou and says, "Lou, look right here in my contract.
Yeah.
It says I don't have to do any extra
Throws it down.
And he's just standing there like, oh yeah, he played a great movie.
What's this Olay crap, Dorn? Jimmy Chitwood, that scene's just iconic.
Yeah.
Just when he calls the timeout, he's going to use you as a decoy, and the whole team goes, I'll make it.
Yeah.
I'll make it, coach.
Hey, I just got a text message. Michael J. Fox in Teen Wolf.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Dude, that guy was 30 and 14 every 30, 14 and 9.
Was do you remember the two? Is it Scolari brothers that used to do the show where they would watch?
Yeah. I
The
know,
twins?
Yes.
Have
the
you ever
twins.
saw them break down Teen
Scalera
Wolf?
Brothers, yeah.
He says,
Yeah.
wait a minute, they've got a full-grown animal on the court. like they're doing play-by-play, like they're doing it. It is hilarious.
If we're going to add team bud, we might as well add Air Bud.
No, I'm not.
Dude,
I'm not
Air
putting
Bud
animals
was
in
money.
mine.
Air Bud's one of the few movie characters that knows how to use the backboard. How many banked in shots? Yeah, they were
You don't
wood
see more.
backboards, but I mean, he banked in a lot. Brought in an NBA coach out of retirement. Air Bud did.
I tell you, I really like. I like Al Pacino in Any Given Sunday too.
That's a good one.
That speech at the end was probably something you see on jumbotrons everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's so many characters in Remember the Titans. Just such a good football movie. Such a feel-good movie.
It was on the other night. I got to watch about the last hour. Hadn't seen it in a minute.
Give me Ham and Benny Rodriguez. Out of the
Okay.
How did I
Sandlot.
forget the Sandlot?
Golly,
Out of the
man.
Sandlot. One of my personal favorites in a sports movie that I think is underrated. How about give me Sanka from Cool Runnings?
Cool Runnings, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Feel the rhythm, feel the ride, get them up, it's bobsled time.
I can watch that scene with them all at the airport, walking out, and John Candy just keeps going and kind of pulls us, and they all walk out, turn around, and roll back in with the cold weather. And let's take everything out of their suitcase and start putting it up. That's one of the best scenes ever.
Or when they get him, they're doing cold weather training, quote unquote, and they put him in the ice cream truck, and he sticks his head out and he pulls his dreadlock off.
Snaps it off.
I even quoted Cool Runnings the other day, UNA, when the snow was coming in and whatnot. I'm like, hey, guys, just like Cool Runnings says on ice, remember, grip with your toes.
Grip with your toes.
How about, I'm going to go Space Jam, but an underrated character out of Space Jam. How about Lola Bunny? Point guard on that team. Lola Bunny
She
got
had
it
game.
done in Space Jam. I mean, you can pick any Mighty Duck character, but if I'm going to pick someone to captain my team, I'm going Adam Banks. Banks is
He's
the
a
guy.
stud.
And, Adam Banks. But if I want two guys that I want to go to war with me, have a fight with, give me Fulton and Parkman.
Yeah.
Fulton and Parkman, that's a heck of a tandem right there. I already shared my affinity for Air Bud, but Cool Runnings,
That's a good one,
The
man.
Sandlot, and, I mean, how can we talk about Major League without talking about Willie Mays Hayes?
Yeah, you can't.
Plays like Mays, but he runs like
Jack,
Hayes.
Penny.
Yeah. Dusty just brought up one. Blue Chips. Look how many studs were in that
Yes.
one. Actual
Penny-
athletes.
Penny and Shaq before they were actually teammates.
Yeah, Larry Bird was in that movie.
Yeah.
Nick Nolte
Rick
doing a
Pitino
great,
was in that
doing a
movie,
great,
yes,
Bobby Knight impressing.
Yeah.
That was really good.
And Rick Pitino, I forgot, was in that movie for a little bit. There was, because I listened to something on Bill Simmons' show where they drafted all like movie character basketball team, like based off, they either had to play basketball at some point in a movie or it was a basketball movie character. A lot of good choices there.
Probably my favorite all-time though movie character, Jimmy Dugan, A League of Their Own. Tom Hanks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just an alcoholic, washed-up ball player that kind of starts turning it around a little bit. And he was just so great in that movie. Just so great.
One of the greatest quotes of all time. Crying?
There's no crying.
There's no crying in baseball. Anybody got anything else?
I
Any
think
other names?
there's one actor that gets overlooked sometimes, and he's played several roles in a lot of sports movies, and that's Kevin Costner.
Oh, God, yeah.
Roy McAvoy. I mean, think about it. And then you got him in one of my favorite movies, Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
I tell you, an underrated one's one where he's the pitcher with
Yes,
the Tigers.
I was just thinking
For
about
Love
that
of the
one.
Game.
Yeah, For Love of the Game. Oh, it's a
was
great
really
movie.
good.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep.
That's a really good
Tin
movie.
Cup.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Kevin Costner played a lot of roles in some big.
And he's actually good. Bull Durham.
Yeah,
Crash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot, it was great.
Well, speaking of Woody Harrelson, Kingpin.
Oh,
That's
God.
a great movie.
Speaking of another one that I'm going to watch, if I'm flipping and it's on or I see it, it's him and Bill Murray in that movie.
So good.
Listen.
Is this legal? I don't know, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Anybody got any one? We could probably talk about this for days.
What's your all-time worst sport movie?
Oh, I know what his is.
What's the worst
Rudy.
shot made?
Oh, absolutely.
Rudy's yours.
Yeah, Rudy's my all-time worst sports movie of all time.
Space Jam 2, by far.
That's probably
That's up there on the list.
Yeah.
That's a pretty terrible
That's
movie.
my worst.
What do you think?
I don't know. I really hate that freaking movie. What's it? Not Little Big League. I like that one. The one where the kid breaks his freaking arm.
Oh, the rookie. The he played for
Rookie
the
of the Year?
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie
I
of the Year? Henry Rowan Gardner? You hate Henry Rowan Gardner?
I'm
with you, buddy. I
just don't.
Listen, that movie. If I click, turn it. It was good when I was 8.
If the kid might have looked like he could play a lick of baseball, I might have.
Yeah, but he's up there throwing 173 mile an hour, and you got Nick Nolte out there who's
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey.
Yeah. Remember the hat too.
I don't know. That's one that's just I hated when I was a kid.
I didn't much care for it.
I hated Major League 3.
The terrible.
That was bad.
Terrible.
That was awful.
After 2.
Some underrated ones. You guys ever see Little Big Green?
Little Big
the
Green?
soccer movie, Little Big
No.
Green, had some of the same Sandlot characters in it. It was like some.
Watching those
It was like the bad.
I'm not
watching soccer.
I liked it it was good as a kid. Little Giants.
I've heard of that one. I haven't watched
never
it.
watched
You never watched it? I mean, it ain't bad. I mean,
Listen, I said I'm not. Ted Lasso is probably my favorite show.
Yes.
If you guys haven't don't watch Ted Lasso, you need to. It's great. So that's a show, not a movie, but I love that show.
I can't think of any other.
And it is
movie.
soccer, and I will watch it for that show.
I can't think of any other sports movies that I hate, other outside of Major League 3, which was just ridiculous.
Rudy.
Rudy.
I've never liked Rudy from the get-go, but yeah, I see it just like everyone else. We just flip the channel.
Yeah.
Just got to do what you got to do. Well, coming up next, guys, we'll go into our final segment of the show. Got some things to get off our chest in the rant segment. That's next when we return. Next Sports Live brought to you by CMB Linen.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Top quality equipment rentals at the right price. It's not too good to be true at Rent Right Equipment and Sales. We guarantee clean, reliable products that are up to your standards. Our family-owned business has been doing that for more than 40 years. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff take care of you from purchase to maintenance. Saws, drills, lifts, mowers, generators, you name it, we've got it. Stop by and see our inventory today, located on Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg.
Don't just find a job, find a career with Resource MFG. The team at Resource MFG in Lawrenceburg has the resources and experience to find you a full or part-time position right away. Now recruiting for open positions in Lawrence, Giles, and Murray counties. Whether you're entering the workforce for the first time or looking to take your career to the next level, let your journey begin with Resource MFG. Located at 300 Ellingson Street in Lawrenceburg. Phone 931-570-2111 to jumpstart your career today.
Efficiency, reliability, accuracy. Move forward with your real estate sale or purchase with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County, the most experienced closing team around. Working with clients locally and throughout the state, we offer a wide range of services, including the expertise of an on-staff attorney, backed by our more than 49 years experience in titles and closings. We get the job done on time at a fair price and ensure every last detail is correct. Our goal is to give you peace of mind. When you work with us, you work with people who live where you do. We understand the importance of the real estate community and strive to build strong relationships with all parties involved in the process. Whether you're buying a home, selling a business, acquiring land, or anything in between, you're in good hands with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County.
Put the most experienced closing team on your side. Contact Title and Escrow of Lawrence County today.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Let me tell you about it.
Come back here. X Sports Live brought to you by CMB Linen. Time to go to our rant segment. Aiden, you start things off for us.
Been talking.
He just started.
It's not a rant. It's more of a. I'm thankful that we ain't got to go back to Murfreesboro Central anymore. Thank goodness. That gym does not need to host a district tournament. I'm sorry. So that's our rant's more of kind of a joy.
Yeah.
So that's mine.
What you got? Hey, Clint or Dusty?
I don't have one. Life's good. Get to go see my oldest daughter for about 4 days in North Carolina. Play golf maybe a day with my future son-in-law, and I'm just raring to go.
Yeah, I'm good. It's been a good week so far. Been busy, but hadn't had a whole lot going on. Fixing to, things are getting a little bit busier with Ansley with school and all, but things been good.
My only rant, guys, is something we saw the other night. When someone fouls in a 1 to 2 possession game, and someone comes up to somebody and they're purposely fouling them, this isn't 1988. It's not an intentional foul anymore. Yes, he is fouling him intentionally, but in every...
You can't call that.
You cannot call an intentional foul, and this dummy did it at the end of the Lawrence County boys game. Now, was that the main reason that they lost? No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
But it sure didn't help.
It sure didn't help,
No.
especially that late stage in the game.
When that whistle blew, I couldn't believe it.
But Bryce Cliff...
I'm surprised he didn't get a technical.
He was trying.
Yeah, he was trying to get a hold of him. Yeah.
I remember this quote. He goes, "In all the fouls in the history of fouls, no one ever calls that an intentional." But this guy was awful from the word go. And I've said it, and there's certain guys like him. It's not all of them. There's a lot of guys who are in good shape that get up and down the court. But there's a guy like him who was just, listen, the game's past him. He might have been able to keep up with that 5-10 years ago. He can't keep up with the game anymore. He just needs to retire. Just is what it is. He's not there mentally, and he's sure not there physically. He just needs to retire.
I thought your rant was going to be something from Friday night that we heard the entire night. Boo!
Oh, did I not already rant? Oh, I ranted about that in my car. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that is going to be
I don't know
the
what you're talking
Thank you. So we got a guy, not going to mention the school, that, listen, I don't have a problem if it's a cheer that you do after your team makes a basket, which he was doing, but every time, boys and girls, that they made a basket, boo! Boom! Like, like boom, but like it just sounded like, a really bad ghost impression at a haunted house somewhere. No, my son has a Halloween book that he wants me to read where I have to say boo 50 times, and it's literally the same way I say boo. It's the same way that this dummy sitting on the front row says boo all the time. I don't have a problem if that's how you celebrate your team wins makes a basket, or does something good, but when you are literally standing up while the other team is in the timeout, or they're coming across the court and you're just doing the same thing, boo, boo! Like,
thanks for getting him fired up. I appreciate it.
I did that on purpose.
I'm just going to say it. You're a grown man. You need to set the example of how people behave, and you're just a loser. That's just what you are. If you are doing that, the high school kids, you are just. I don't care. I don't care. I don't have to see that.
It was getting me fed up too.
Yeah, it was getting there. And then like everybody else on our side is doing it back to him. Like, please, we don't need a boo off right now.
Let's just turn it into a woo off.
A woo off. Woo! But yeah, it's like we don't need a boo off. We don't need a woo off. Like, if that's how you celebrate your team, great. But if you're doing it to do something negative towards 14 to 18-year-olds, you're just a loser. You've always been a loser. You always will be a loser. Be better, do better, represent your community better.
All right.
That's going to do it.
All right. So, why did you got me? I was in such a good mood.
I feel like your blood pressure just goes from low to high, just like that.
I mean, it's almost like I just like, when we get to the rant section, I want to get a clip of the Tasmanian devil when he's going,
just put it up on the screen right here.
But trust me, everyone in that district knows who I'm talking about, and they all freaking hate that guy.
I was getting upset with it too. It was
Boo!
bad. Yeah.
And then when you see him, like, our guys are crossing the court, and he's just going, boo! Like, dude, you're not a ghost.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that will do it here for Exports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen. So for Dusty, Clint, Hayden, and myself, we'll see you guys again next week.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.